Go to the BM, then to the Ads Manager. To create an advertisement, click on the Create button. Engagement, interaction with the post, likes, comments, shares. Next, a draft will be created. Next, we will go over the process of creating an advertising campaign. On the left, there are 3 sections: campaign, group, and ad. We are now in the first section of the campaign. In the central part of the window, we will fill in the data. Campaign name, indicate the name of the campaign, for example, Instapost from 4/28. Next comes the special categories of advertising, which are divided into loans, work, often vacancies, real estate, issues of public importance, elections, and politics. It is to choose a category, as doing so will attract additional attention to your business. If you have launched an ad, you will be informed that your post did not go through because the category was not selected. In this case, return to the ad, click Edit, and select a category. Important. As a rule, banks advertise in the loans category. Banks have certificates that confirm their ability to lend. Other institutions, such as those that deal in microloans or microcredits, do not have such certificates. Thus, Facebook bans them. A/B testing. In our case, skip this category. Test example. Email distribution. A base of 100,000 people is divided in half. 2 different headers of distribution are made for each group of 50,000 people, and we begin their distribution. This allows you to estimate the opening percentage. For testing purposes, you can work with different texts, images, or videos in audience groups. Campaign budget optimization. Skip this category. Press the next button to view the second section, group of ads, and fill in the data. Campaign group name. Specify who the ad is targeted towards. Budget and schedule. The budget has 2 formats, the daily budget and the budget for the entire period. Neither format affect the effectiveness of the ad. However, there is a difference. For example, when advertising for conversion or leads, choose the daily budget and set the amount that needs to be spent per day. To promote the post, choose the budget for the entire team. The amount of the budget will be set to $10. We must also indicate the schedule, including the start and end date. Remember that it must be 3 to 5 days at least. Carefully check the amount of the budget you set, as it may change randomly. Next is the audience section. Here we configure the audience that our ads will be shown to. Click on Create a new audience. User audience. There is an opportunity to exclude or add to the audience. We've been missing the user audience field for years. Location. There are 2 formats for determining the location of the audience, which can be determined through the on/off button. Exclude. Select all of France and exclude any regions we don't need. In the lower right corner, there is a Put a Mark option. We can drag this marker to the region that we do not need on the map of France. Thus, we only leave the part of the country that we are interested in targeting. Include. In the search field, type the desired place or places and define them. We can also determine the geolocation using a tag. From the lower right corner, drag the label to the desired place to determine the region in which the advertisement will be distributed. Furthermore, we can adjust the limits of the advertising distribution region in the field with a numerical value by selecting the desired radius of advertising distribution. Thus, we can define a section of a city. This format is ideal for gym advertising. We also see a field in the location section in which you can choose the following categories: people who live in this place or have recently been there, people living here, recent visitors, and travelers. Most often, people who live in this place or have recently been here and people living here are the selected categories. Age of the audience. This may be set to 18 to 65 years to ensure a wide range. However, if you know the demographics of your target audience, you can select a more specific age, such as 25 to 35 years, for more appropriate advertising. Gender of the audience. You can choose all, only men, or only women. It is necessary to understand the gender of individuals who will make the final decision regarding the purchase. Detailed targeting. Detailed targeting entails choosing people based on their interests listed on Facebook or Instagram. In the interest field, select what we plan to advertise, such as a watch. Next, you can add another interest in the lower field with the help of the recommendation button. Click on it and choose the desired interest from the list provided: fashion, accessories, bracelets, smartwatches, names of various watch brands, online shoppers, jewelry, etc. When choosing an additional interest, be sure to consider the cost of the product as well as who can buy it. Another example, in the first field, select Director. Then in the recommendations for additional interests, select CEO, top management, etc. Another example, we choose Parents and can additionally choose parents with adult children, parents with babies up to 12 months, or parents of children age 1 to 2 years. Relevant for advertising diapers, baby development rooms, toys, etc. Some advice. For projects you are currently working with, start creating profiles in Excel of audience groups that will be interested in your product or service. Facebook can learn that you are a mother with the help of the Facebook Pixel. When you have Facebook open in your browser while you are looking for and buying diapers and toys for your baby online, Facebook collects this information and follows you to other websites. It is not possible to run ads to friends of a personal page on Facebook, only to followers of a business page. The task of targeted advertising is to find audience groups that respond better, leave leads cheaper, etc. In addition, on the right, you can see a forecaster in the advertising room who will provide a forecast. 5 or 6 messages will come. This is so that you spend more money on advertising. You should not pay attention to these forecasts. One advertising campaign can have 2 or 3 ad sets. Each ad set can have 1 to 5 images. The next step of setting up the group is expanding detailed targeting. This requires a large budget, 150 to 200 per day. If your budget is limited, do not issue extensions. Languages. It is better not to touch the language when setting up advertising, as doing so is limiting. This item would be changed in the event that you, for example, configure advertising for the Czech Republic and are looking for foreign-speaking employees. In this case, you might configure the language to be that of the countries of potential employees. Places to advertise. There are 2 placement formats, automatic and manual. When we select manual placement, the selection of devices is added. Here, we can choose mobile device or PC. In our case, choose mobile devices. If you are flooded with advertising bots, this is the exact action you need to take to reduce them. Since we are currently setting up advertising for a post on Instagram, select manual placement. On the list of platforms, uncheck Facebook as well as Audience Network, but leave Instagram selected. For the location, select Instagram feed and interesting on Instagram. This is the magnifying glass section of Instagram where you can display your ads. Automatic placement refers to when advertising is automatically promoted on both Facebook and Instagram. This applies to all types of advertising, conversion, recognition, reach, etc. Except for promoting posts, advertisement posts, and stories. I advise you to run this advertising campaign separately. The next section is optimization and display. We use optimization only in isolated cases upon requests. In other cases, it worsens progress. The next step is to click the next button and go to the third section of advertising settings, Add. Under Company Identification, we see the Facebook page and Instagram account fields. Immediate warning: once you have done everything and click the Publish button, you will be informed that your Instagram account is not linked. This is a Facebook bug. For the linked account to be recognized by the system, you need to select an Instagram account again in the Instagram account field. Under Ads, click on Choose Publication. Here we choose the Instagram tab. Choose a post and click on it. Click Continue. We see a publication that has been pulled up. Next, we can enter a special publication identifier, which appears as a button under the post, for example, more details. By clicking on this button, the client can immediately go to the product card. Next, select Tracking Settings. For example, when this post is progressing, I want it to collect data for a pixel and train it. To do so, tick the Events on the Site box. That's it. Click Publish. If we were to set up a Facebook post rather than an Instagram post, in the Campaign section, change the title to the Facebook post dated 4/28. In the Ad Sets section, under the Placement section, when choosing manual placement, select Facebook. Next, under the Feed section, select only Facebook feed and unselect stream, search, messages, and articles. Next, in the Add section, choose a publication, Facebook tab, choose a Facebook post, click Continue. Don't forget to reset the drafts so that they do not hang in the Ads Manager. Otherwise, the entire Ads Manager will be buggy. You can edit an ad in the Ads Manager by hovering your mouse over that ad, then clicking on the pencil that appears and editing each section.